Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to welcome the Honorable Vice-President of India, Shri M Venkaiah Naidu.
Honorable Shri M Venkaiah Naidu ji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very warm welcome to all of you to this third edition of the Hindu Businessline Change Maker Awards. The Change Maker Awards basically seek to recognize individuals, organizations, and entities which have made a positive impact on the world around them. You know, it doesn't matter whether the scale is very small or very large. These are the only awards, I believe, which span every category from individuals to governments. We have had winners as young as 15 years old. We have had winners who are 80 years old. We have had government departments who have been winners in the past, as well as many, many motivated and motivational people who have pursued their idea of doing something to change the world around them and make it a better place.
Someone famous once said, "Your life doesn't get better by chance, it gets better by change." Innovation is at the core of creation. Sometimes a small idea can change the way we think and live. There are ideas, and there are those that have the energy and the stimulus to carry forward that idea and allow it to fruition into a tangible reality. In our world, we like to call them the change makers. 2 years ago, when BusinessLine began its 25th year of publication, it chose to commemorate the milestone by instituting an award, Catalysts of Change. Thus, ChangeMaker Awards came into being. The awards have become coveted for recognizing ideas that inspire, engage, enrich, motivate, and are truly impactful across fields. Drawing from the Hindu group's ethics and value systems, the awards recognize change makers across a host of categories: digital transformation, financial transformation, social transformation, and awards that recognize a young change maker, an iconic change maker, and change maker of the year. The first 2 editions of the awards saw some inspiring winners, including Dr. Rani and Dr. Abhay Bang, Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences, Bezwada Wilson, to name a few. Independent jury comprising S. Ramadurai, jury chair.
Headed by me, along with the others, did a tremendous job in terms of going through the nomination and selecting the best winners under each of the category.
Anil Swaroop, William Bissell, Pallavi S. Shroff, Ashu Suyash, Shobana Kamineni. This evening, we will peek into the stories and journeys of those people and organizations that have made our world a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, get set to celebrate change and the people who enable it.
We now move into the awards ceremony. The first category of the award is Changemaker Social Transformation. This award is given to an individual or organization that has brought about a positive change in the field of health, education, poverty elevation, women empowerment, equality, and so on. And the winner is Shanti Raghavan.
In 1999, when her brother Harish was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa, a degenerative eye disease that leads to blindness, Shanti Raghavan and her husband Deepesh Sutaria decided to dedicate their lives to helping people with disabilities. The couple helped Harish seek mobility training for the visually challenged and pursue an MBA. Despite being the class topper, Harish went through nearly 70 rejections at job interviews before finally landing himself at a job in Dell. Bengaluru-based Enable India was born precisely as a response to that episode. and with an intent to assist people with disabilities seek and find suitable jobs that do justice to their skills and expertise. Since its inception, Enable India has worked not merely with the visually challenged but also those with other disabilities, including people with cerebral palsy, muscular dystrophy, autism spectrum disorder, spinal cord injuries, and intellectual disability, to name a few. It has helped them benefit from the training, mentoring, and placement services of Enable India. Thanks to Enable India's pioneering vision and work in the area has resulted in transforming the lives of around 220,000 PWDs and stakeholders across 28 states and 95 districts. Shanti Raghavan's work has also gone a long way in creating awareness among employers about the employability of those with special needs. The Hindu Business Line is very proud to recognize Shanti Raghavan as a change maker who has brought a social transformation.
The next award category is Changemaker Digital Transformation. This award is given to a changemaker who leverages technology to bring about change. And the winner is Government e-Marketplace.
According to a World Bank estimate, public procurement in India accounts for 20% of the country's GDP. But we know that public procurement is often riddled with corruption and inefficiency. In fact, it is estimated that around 20 to 30% of the value of procurement may be lost through corruption where it is systemic. It is against this backdrop and with a singular vision to root out corruption in public procurement and bring about a sense of transparency, efficiency, and speed in the system that the Ministry of Commerce launched the Government e-Marketplace, or GEM, in 2017. Created in a record 5 months, the Government e-Marketplace is an online marketplace for goods and services procured by government agencies, departments, and public sector undertaking, all of which are fairly unheard of in the context of public procurement. It is a cashless, contactless, and paperless platform, providing an equal opportunity to vendors irrespective of their size and place of business. The platform also provides tools for e-bidding, reverse e-auction, and demand aggregation to facilitate the government to secure the best value for money. The Ministry of Finance has mandated purchases only through GEM by government users. In just 3 years, GEM has already touched 40,111 crores in transaction value. The platform plays host to nearly 62,134 micro, small and medium enterprise sellers and service providers, accounting for 51.08% of order value. The Hindu Business Line is proud to recognize Government e-Marketplace as change maker for digital transformation.
The next category is Changemaker Financial Transformation. This award is given to those who have transformed the society in the areas of financial inclusion, microfinance, banking, and so on, by adopting modern technology or otherwise. And the winner is India Stack.
The founding principle of India Stack was to ensure that technology and its benefits are accessible to the 1.2 billion people across the country. India Stack is a set of application programming interfaces that provide governments, businesses, startups, and developers a unique digital infrastructure for presenceless, paperless, and cashless service delivery. There are 4 technology layers that make up India Stack. The presenceless layer, where a universal biometric digital identity allows people to participate in any service from anywhere in the country. The paperless layer, where digital records move with an individual's digital identity, eliminating the need for a massive amount of paper collection and storage. The cashless layer, where a single interface to all of the country's bank accounts and wallets is available to democratize payments, and the consent layer, which allows data to move freely and securely to democratize the market for data. In the last 6 years, India Stack has issued 1.064 billion Aadhars, 2.98 billion Aadhaar authentications, 339 million Aadhaar-linked bank accounts, and 150 million eKYCs. Recognized as the largest open API in the world, the Hindu Businessline is very proud to recognize India Stack as a change maker for financial transformation.
The next category of award is Young Change Maker. This award is given to a change maker who is below 30 years of age. And the winner is Pradeep Mewada.
Pradeep Mewada. 16-year-old Pradeep Mewada has made it his mission to eradicate open defecation. His Dabba Dole movement, launched with a group of friends, has made considerable progress in this regard. Launched in a village called Raipur Naya Kheda in the Sehor district of Madhya Pradesh, which has a population of around 1,300 people, Dabba Dole has quietly turned into a movement of sorts, making its presence felt in and around the region. Dabba Dole literally began one morning when Pradeep and his group of 10 friends woke up early and set out to confront villagers who were defecating in the open. They blew whistles loudly or spilt the water the villagers had carried in bottles or vessels to wash up after. They began to do this every morning. The group of friends also went around the village sensitizing people to the perils of defecating in the open. It wasn't easy changing mindsets, and Mewada and his friends incurred the wrath of the village. But they were undeterred, and slowly but steadily, Mewada turned his village into an open defecation-free zone. He is currently working with local panchayats on various issues, including women's health and community toilets. Mewada is now keen to pursue a career in public health and sanitation. The Hindu Businessline is proud to recognize Pradeep Mewada as a young change maker.
This year, the jury thought it fit to choose another winner in the category. The joint winner for the Young Changemaker category is the Robotic Boys, Rashid K, Vimal Govind, Arun George and Nikhil NP.
According to the National Commission for Safai Karmacharis, on average, at least one death related to manual scavenging has been reported every 5 days since 2017. There is no denying that manholes in cities periodically need cleaning. Unfortunately, this is done manually because of the lack of effective or efficient tools. And this despite the fact that manual scavenging was declared illegal by the Prohibition of Employment as Manual Scavengers and their Rehabilitation Act 2013. However, after an accident in Kerala, in which 3 people died cleaning a manhole, the state government approached Gen Robotic Innovations, a startup that specializes in the design and development of robotic solutions to social issues, founded by Arun George, Vimal Govind, Nikhil P. and Rashid K. to help find a technological solution to end manual scavenging. The result was a unique robot called Bandicoot to clean manholes. Bandicoot removes the accumulated sludge and plastic waste that clogs manholes in a way that other tools can't. And it does this faster and in a more reliable and safe manner. The Bandicoot device is easy to handle, and the men who formerly used to enter manholes now help operate it. The technology hasn't taken their jobs away. The Hindu business line is proud to recognize the founders of Gen Robotic Innovations as young change makers.
The next category of the award is Iconic Changemaker. This award is given to a person whose idea has not only brought about change, but has also withstood the test of time and, over the decades, transformed the country. Unlike other categories, we do not invite nominations for the Iconic Changemaker, and the jury picks a winner from a list that is drawn up after a debate by senior editors of Businessline and Knowledge Partners, Deloitte and Ashoka. And this year's Iconic Changemaker is India's Padman, Arunachalam Muruganantham.
Padma Shri Arunachalam Muruganandam began his quest to create a low-cost sanitary pad in 1998 when he realized that his wife was using and reusing rags during her menstrual cycle. She knew about sanitary pads but didn't use them because they were expensive. That was all it took for Muruganandam, who had been working as a welder, having given up his studies after class 10 to support the family when his father died, to embark on his journey. All else ceased to exist. Soon, people were calling him a madman and a pervert. They couldn't understand his obsession with women's menstrual hygiene. His wife, family, and village rejected him, and his whole world collapsed. But still, he kept going. He sold everything he owned, borrowed money, and worked part-time to fund his efforts. Eventually, in 2005, he succeeded, won recognition around the world, and came to be known as Padman. Muruganandam's work is helping thousands of women across India who, like his wife, used to rely on rags and other unsafe materials during their periods, live healthier, productive lives. Having succeeded in making a machine that can produce low-cost sanitary pads, he is now on a mission to ensure that every Indian woman has access to sanitary pads during her periods. Thanks to his pioneering work in creating a low-cost sanitary pad, spreading awareness about menstrual hygiene, improving lives, and creating livelihoods, Padma Shri Arunachalam Muruganandam is Businessline's iconic change maker.
The final category is the Flagship Changemaker of the Year Award. This award is given to a person or organization that has brought about far-reaching change in society, the impact of which has been felt significantly in the last year or more. And the winner is ISRO.
Founded nearly 50 years ago, the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO has upheld its vision and mission of bringing space studies to the service of the common man and the nation. Launched with the idea of harnessing space technology for national development through frugal innovation followed by technology transfer to industry, ISRO today is among the 6 largest space agencies in the world, maintaining one of the largest fleets of communication and remote sensing satellites. The Mars mission, Mangalyaan, India's first interplanetary mission, saw ISRO become only the 4th space agency to reach Mars. It is responsible for making India one of the first Asian nations to reach Martian orbit and the first in the world to do so on its maiden attempt. ISRO's moon missions, Chandrayaan 1 and 2, were also similarly carried out at very low cost. Low-cost launches coupled with a high success rate have attracted many foreign clients and helped ISRO launch over 300 satellites for nearly 30 countries. Equally noteworthy is ISRO's role in telemedicine. Launched in 2001, this program has been connecting remote and rural medical college hospitals and mobile telemedicine units via satellite to major hospitals in cities and towns. Some of ISRO's other significant technology spin-offs include search and rescue beacons, distress alert transmitters, and fire extinguishing powders. Through its journey, ISRO has inspired many developing countries to dream of a space program. The Hindu Businessline is proud to recognize ISRO as Changemaker of the Year.
Dr. K. Sivan could not make it here to receive the award. He has nominated Dr. D. K. Das, Director, Space Application Center, ISRO, to receive the award on behalf of the organization. Dr. D. K. Das. In this category too, the jury felt the need to choose more than one winner. The joint Changemaker of the Year is Duty Chand.
Born into a family of weavers in Jajpur, Odisha, who struggled to make ends meet, Duty Chand has carved a niche for herself on the athletics track and also as a voice for LGBT rights. A national record holder in the 100-meter sprint, Duty's career had humble beginnings, running barefoot during her early training. She shot into the limelight in 2014 when her name was removed from the Indian athletics team just a few days ahead of the Commonwealth Games because a medical test revealed that the testosterone level in her body was abnormal. The decision was made in compliance with the International Olympic Committee's regulations on female hyperandrogenism. What unfolded was a controversy over the rights athletes had over their bodies. Duty stood tall and strong and challenged the ban before the Court of Arbitration for Sports. She won the case and was allowed to compete in both national and international events. Her struggle led to the suspension of the International Association of Athletics Federation's policy on female hyperandrogenism. Duty has gone on to inspire many athletes and individuals to fight for their rights. The Hindu Businessline is proud to recognize Duty Chand as the Changemaker of the Year.